Okay, so where we left off before, this triangle was solid. This triangle here as well was solid, like this. So as this band Messer tours around the country a lot, they take on bigger venues and smaller venues. So we have a riser here, a drum riser, that's 6 feet 8 inches long. Getting that around tight corners is a challenge maybe 2% of the time. 98% of the time they're not going to need to do this. But his last riser was 5 feet, which I made a mark right here with my finger. That's 5 feet. They got no problems getting that into elevators and tight corners and whatnot. So what we're going to do, or what we did, is I split this in half, added a leg, added a leg. As you can see, there's only 3 legs on each one of these. Since there's only 3 legs on each one of these, the idea is to keep it as light as possible. What I'm going to do is take a piece of square tubing, insert it into this 14 gauge. This is 1.5 inch tubing. I'm going to get 1.25 inches, and since this is 14 gauge, I'll be able to get it in there nice and tight. I'll actually have to probably grind it down a little bit, but I'm going to go in about 9 to 10 inches, drill relief holes, and do plug welds to weld it completely in there. Now it'll be sticking out about the same distance, about this far, and I'll do the same thing over here. This will then slide into here, making this one solid piece most of the time. And there'll be a clip underneath here hidden that they'll only use when they have to break this apart. So basically, I cut it in half so they can take these apart and get it into tight areas, and when they get around the corner or whatever tight space they're getting in and out of the elevator or whatever, they can just put it back together real quick, clip it together, and go on about their business. Now the reason I'm putting so much tubing into here and so much tubing into here is because when they go to pick it up, they want to lift this thing onto a stage. They want to pick it up like this and it not flip and flop around like that. That's bad. That's good. That's why I'm doing that. After that explanation, and you'll know what we're doing. Okay, so you can see these are the pieces here and here that are going to go together, making this riser one piece now for 90% of the time. They'll rarely use this feature, but here it is. Clips at the bottom. Hold it together. Now that's how they're going to roll most of the time.